guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming, and sitting on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Love Exalt. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. One second, y'all. Let me make sure it's actually recording. Give me one moment. Yes, it indeed is all working. Perfect. Okay. Healer cracks an eye open and peels his face off the suede leaf cabin wall seat. Chef? Some time passes with Chef absent in the last minutes of midday, lost somewhere among the fog of the noontime blue interior lights. Healer can't get back to sleep without him. The radio at the door was knocked off its cradle earlier in the post-game blur. Static burns and crackles from the speaker. Chef and Healer are sprawled on the floor, Healer's head on the Chef's fuzzy stomach. The fog of the lights knots and whirls above their baggy eyes. Fucking dude, fuck, man. It's like that summer again. The one where it was like the hottest summer they ever recorded. When we climbed the free XP weekend sign up on Yard Forest Grand Hill in the milky dusk. Dude, I knew it was gonna rain, but I still dragged you up there on top of the big electric letters. Yeah, I remember. We got zapped and fell off the XP. It was my plan. I talked you into it. By bringing that up, I'm trying to draw a parallel between... I understand, Chef. Sometimes you keep things from me for the sake of a plan. And your plans are great. They really work. We had a nice night holding hands up on that big P, man. And we came out of the AB game with more protection combined than any other pair of players, but I just keep returning to the same question. Why didn't you tell me? Chef shakes his head. I'm sorry. Healer pulls his face off Chef's stomach and backs him into a corner again. Why, dude? Chef winces and adjusts his shirt repeatedly. Well, he said no pre-gaming. It's not like you said you formed that plan last night, and we had time alone together in the kitchen this morning. Chef wrestles with his own eyebrows. Maybe it would have somehow counted as you showing your choice to me through interaction. If you had known that it was going to swap our buttons and didn't spam your own choice as soon as the final round started? Quit it. Okay, yeah, sorry, I'm just theory crafting possible excuses. I'll stop. Answer my question. Alright, I'll answer you honestly. If I had told you that I was going to steal your betray button, something bad would have happened. But I can't say what. Did you see me as a liability? Afraid I would have panicked and spammed a choice of my own before Mix resolved? I know I've been kind of jumpy since we got jumped last night, but if you kept me in the dark for my own good or because it's best if I don't know, then that's pretty fucked up. You better not say either of those. No, come on, man. I can trust you with anything. It's not that. Okay. I just can't tell you what it is. I know it must be hard to trust me. Yeah, it is a little bit. I'm worried that... Never mind. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I guess I don't have the right to ask what you were going to say. It's been a bit since the AB game came to an end. Guardian and Mimi head to the lower cabins to get their bags. The eerie, soft whine of fabric sliding along metal echoes from the top floor of the train car, refracting down the staircases. Mimi, my natural awareness tells me that we're being followed. Someone's after the hint? Imp slides down the railing of a spiral staircase and lands with his back arched and his head cocked, one eye locked on Guardian. He just stands there in his pose. Oh, what do you want, Imp? Mom, do you hear that? From the floor above them on the train, it sounds like wheels rip up and down the walkway. Dust particles shake loose from the ceiling, and the girl smells strawberries. Mimi feels a pressure change in the pocket of her workshop overalls. See ya! The Imp tips his hat and slips back onto the railing, cruising on down and out of sight. Imp slides towards Dancer. She's coming up from the lower cabins. He skids to a stop in front of her, and she drops her body into a defensive coopera stance, juggling her balance between each foot low to the ground. Hello? Hey, you meet that automaton yet? Oh, wrong voice. Hey, you meet that automaton yet? Dancer stands up. What automaton? Mimi! Mimi, she isn't alive. But her torso and head, they aren't mechanical. What? They aren't mechanical. Doesn't matter, apparently. Anyway, I know I'm an imp, and you have no good reason to believe in imp, but let me offer a little info trade before you begin to regard me as your competitor. Just now I searched the Automato's pockets, but she doesn't have a ticket on her person. Not on her mom's person either. There's the info I offer you. Now for your end of the trade. Did you happen to see a ticket in her bags downstairs? I didn't go through anyone's bags. What are you talking about? Okay. Guess you don't want to trade information after all. That's too bad. We could have reached a conclusion together. Ticket or not, don't attack Mimi. She's definitely not the last monster. Gotta be alive to have an XP value, and we both heard how valuable the monster is, right? I'm not going to attack anyone. Okay. See ya. Imp tries to slide away, but Dancer grabs his arm. Hey, let go. Let's be allies. Let's be allies first, and then I'll consider the possibility of your statements being true. All I need from you is your class badge. Would you please show me your badge before you slide away? Fuck no. Imp wrests his arm away and fixes one of the straps on his wrist, twisting it back and forth slowly with two sharp claws. He relaxes his pose to slide down the rail, 1 inch per second, his legs crossed. Suit told me you pressed him too. I can understand craving information about who has what abilities, but is checking badges even an effective way to get that info? Knowing my class type only gives you a rough understanding of what I can do. There are so many classes in the game and so many builds you can make. That can't be why you're hunting people down one by one and cornering them politely like this. But why then? The only information you can get from a class badge is the user's level. So you must be hunting for badges. That have a low XP value, huh? People who likely can't fight back? Whoa, that's pretty fucked up. Dancer steps silently down the staircase so she can keep talking to Imp as he slides away faster and faster. That's not true. I'm searching for high XP values. It would soothe my anxiety to make some strong allies. If you don't want to show me your badge, that's okay. If you want to form an alliance before then, you know what you have to do. Just be patient and wait until tomorrow night. Imp is almost out of view now. Do you really think we'll go that long without a death? Holy fuck, I regret trying to befriend you. Perk up a little bit, will ya? We'll be fine. Everybody's gonna be fine. Don't ever touch me again or I'll kill you. See you at dinner, Dancer. Imp kicks off a stair and poofs around the corner at full speed, his hat bluthering down the bend. In the dining cabinet, Tank and Pet feast on granola cubes in each other's company, starved from stress. Hey, don't let the conversation die. Tell me more about this ability you got, sense threats. Let's get concerned about this high-altitude clown show we're locked up in. Now more than ever, we gotta know who to watch out for. The ab game. Tank, No, I'm done stepping on my own buttons and freaking out over nothing. That ain't me anymore. Let's focus up and play. So, what's the range on this bitch? Cast time? Cooldown? Is she channeled? Does she get charges? Does she come out of stance? I'm sorry about trying to press betray in the final round. Stay on topic. Tell me about Sin's threats, alright? Here's a platy. Tank hands him a platinum granola cube. Like how just everyone loves Pet. Thanks, Tank. Pet numbs it while he talks. Since threat is like... it's an AoE ability. That means area of effect. Well, like an invisible, armless bomb, it hits every available target in a big sphere around me. I fucking know what AoE means. Everyone knows that. Well, the rest of it is like... Sense threats ability. Cast time X. Cooldown varies. Range varies. X is a value determined by the user. Huh. So the Could you make your cast time 0 seconds? That'd be interesting. For each location and range, output an adjective describing the harmful intent found in any brains there, and the harmful abilities found in any badges there. For each increment of 10 seconds you spend casting this ability, range and cooldown will increase exponentially. I used it once at the start of the game, and I remember the readings. Gambling cabin, no threat. Leaf cabin, middling threat. Lower cabin, reactive threat. Upper cabin, high threat. Conductor's cabin, no threat. Cherry cabin, meteoric threat. Ooh, yeah, that's good. Keep listening, shit. You're looking less pale already. Tank keeps Pet occupied with conversation for a while. Eventually, they both end up in a lounge chair, Pet in Tank's lap. That little speech I made this afternoon. Yeah, sorry I asked that of you back in the final round. It's alright. I'm sorry I was so cowardly. I should have just allied you. I felt so stupid when I found out that we both had protection already from our accidental double ally in the first round. I wish we were both as keen as them blue guys, but Pet, I mean, that was forcing you to put your life on the line, right after that debacle at departure. Yeah, my guy, buddy, I gotta admit, that was pushing it even for me. Thanks for saying that, Tank, but, you know, I was pushing it too. We're back! The girl returns from the lower cabin. Mimi clunks up to Pet and gives him his little bag, which she picked up alongside her own. Welcome back now. Here you go, Pet. Oh, thanks. Can you please throw it in that cupboard over in the kitchen? Tank made me a little bed up there. Hell yup! Watch your mouth. Sorry, Mom. I'm just so pleased that nobody died in the first game. Mimi disappears into the kitchen. Guardian drops into one of the distant lounge chairs in the foggy, blue-lit dining cabin. How's the weather over there, lady? Guardian cuts a severe, obscured figure in the noon haze. Legs crossed, elbow on the armrest. Ever since the final round, it's been foggy. I need your assistance promptly, you two, and it's a matter of basic maintenance such that my daughter can retain her dignity in this hell above the clouds. I'm tired of all the people pretending like Mimi and I are not severely more impacted by our mini-rule than everyone else. You, little animal. Do you have any experience with machines? Yeah. I was sniffing around for the fuse box at the front of the train just before I died. Lend us your agile paws, won't you? My little star needs a tune-up. Mimi pops her head around the kitchen doorframe. I would actually like your help. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!